This moment will affect you for the rest of your entire lives. Nothing you have ever experienced in the past will shock as much as this.
So, you want me to listen to some shithead sitting in his room, probably in his mom's basement? He doesn't even have the common decency to put on a regular shirt. Yeah. Doesn't matter at this point. You guys remember that trade that I'm always talking about, the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal? You know they work without even 1 minute. They work without the multi-day. These reversals, you know there's 37 of them out of 38 over the last 3 weeks that have worked. And that time when I mentioned that one time, remember that time when I mentioned the one time when I asked you, remember that time when I asked you, if something worked 80% of the time, would you try it? And you said, yeah. And then I said, would it be the only thing you do? And you said, what about the rising inverted wedge pattern, Kenny? Or what about the doji flag crawling out of the box trade, Kenny? What about the 15-minute relative strength index, Kenny? I don't care. This kid. Somebody would call. I know I get maybe 3 phone calls a day on my cell phone. 2 from telemarketers and 1 from my wife. But I make a video and this guy's calling me now. That's you, buddy. I'll call you later. The middle of the trading day. But I know it's kind of quiet right now. Let me explain to you what we're doing here. Anytime a stock's gapped up on earnings, we're looking to sell it. If it's gapped down, we're looking for buying. That's it. That's what it really comes down to. If you haven't noticed, most stocks have been selling off on earnings. What about the Amazon? Yeah, what about it? So if you're the guy that came in thinking, oh man, the fundamentals are really good on this one. Look at that headline. Oh my God, they blew out numbers. I better buy this out the open. Well, you're down 50 points now. Not that anybody was doing that. I'm sure there might have been 1 or 2 people out there trying to figure out how come they're losing money buying Amazon this morning. Because I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I know it was up over 100 at one point, and now it's not. So basically, if you bought the stock anywhere from pretty much, unless you bought it about an hour ago, you're a loser. But if you shorted it, you're a winner. You shorted Microsoft, you're a winner. You short IQ, you're a winner. You short the sale, you're a winner. You short the US Steel, you're a winner. So basically, anything that gapped up, you're a winner. Even the US Steel wasn't gapped up, but couldn't hold support there at $34. You're looking to short it again. We were looking to play a bounce on it. So basically distracted me from other trades. But let me explain something. I've been saying how stock ownership is the worst. It is. Because this is a volatile market where you're getting an opportunity to buy and sell the same stock over and over again in a nice range. Why not do that? Because the guy that owns Alibaba right now for the last 5 months, what have you got? Nothing. You got nothing. I don't want to hear about long-term investing. I know the stock might go up further from here, but let's put it in perspective and we'll get back to the main point about trading reversals. Let's say you own AMD, right? And you're a big fan of the AMD. Ooh, the AMD's going to 20. Is it? Maybe it is. Maybe it's going to go up 100%. That's 10 points. Or short Raytheon when it reversed the other day and make 10 points in 5 minutes. Or don't. Or wait 18 months or 2 years and sit through earnings calls and market manipulation and our chip stocks coming back, cryptocurrency. Oh, it's manipulated. Oh my God. Oh, analyst upgrade, analyst downgrade. Or Sam Adam Beer is up 27 points, breaks down under a whole number and promptly falls 8 points and make those 8 points. Or hold AMD for the next 17 and a half years. Or IQ, the Netflix of China, right? Comes out with earnings. They were tanking in the aftermarket. They come back. You're feeling pretty good about yourself. Next thing you know, the stock's opening up and it goes green, from red to green. Woo! But then it can't break over that 19 and hold, and it rolls over and back down. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to dump it and short it. But your long-term aspirations for the stock get in the way. Oh, but I'm a believer. I'm a believer. So let me just keep those stocks in my kid's trust fund so he can lose all his money. Short the stock. You should have separate accounts. 3 at least. I have 9 accounts. wife, Keo, retirement, kids, gift trust, trust fund, day trading, swing trading, options. I have 9 accounts. It's no joke. So what I try to do is I try to keep, my investments separate from my day trading. But the reason I became a trader in the first place was back in 1996, 97, I started buying stocks. And then when trading became more accessible, the only thing I wanted to do was I would watch the stocks that I owned. And if those stocks were weak, I would short them that day. So what did I do today? I just let it happen. Like a dumb fuck. I just let it happen. I own the IQ. I own the sale. I own the US Steel. I own the Twitter, right? And what did I do today? Well, they're all breaking down under half number whole numbers. Blah, 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 blah. But those are long-term positions. Oh, why don't you just short them? I don't know. Maybe I should dump them and just be gone with them. Yes, all of that. All of that. All of that. You just got to blow off top on sale. We were complaining about it the other day, and miraculously it came back all the way to 25.69 again, 25.70. So I'm sitting there, all right, you're 10 cents away from an all-time high. You might as well hold on, right? And then it starts going down. Oh, maybe I should have sold it. Maybe I should sell some. Or maybe I should short it in the other account in case it keeps going down. Do I do any of that? No. So all that distracted me from hammering some US Steel short, maybe getting involved in some other trades. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to be an investor, you truly have to separate yourself from those investments, which I'm telling you is impossible. Because if you're trading, you're obviously looking at the shit. You're probably looking at the shit that you own, right? So there I am, short an IQ. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh man, I really hope it doesn't go down. But then again, I'm short in my day trading account, so I'm kind of hoping it goes down right now. But I own the stock in my other account. Why don't I just sell the stock and just be done? But then it starts to gather some steam. So I don't want to lose money on the IQ short and take money out of my other account. So I quickly take a profit on it, and then it tanks and breaks 1850 without me. I had 2,400 shares at 1861 cost average. And I wound up covering at 1858. That's me patting myself on the back. Made 80 bucks, and 9 seconds later, it was a $3,000 trade. Fantastic stuff. So remember, rule number 1, you should be only trading reversals. Let me show you the way. The 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal, the VWAP Emperor, if you're out there, he showed me to look at this VWAP and this multi-day VWAP to add to the repertoire, and it has not only added to the repertoire, it is a big part of it. But reversals work anyway. The VWAP tips you off to an impending reversal. So it's like somebody telling you, hey, this might be one of those that you like, maybe start the position now and get a head start. Yeah. They work anyway. But why not use the tool that gives you that head start, that aha, let's do this now, let's rock and roll, let's get this position going now. I'll show you. So what I want you to do is, if you're not going to ever do it, I know you're not going to do it. It's KennyGlick at AOL.com. If you can't remember that, you're never going to remember it. If you haven't stopped into the room yet, you're never stopping into the room. I get you. I get you. But if you want to learn how to do 37 or 36 out of 37 trades of profitability over 2 weeks, and again, nobody got rich. I mean, one guy actually did get rich. One guy did get rich. He turned his $8,000 account into $20,000 already in the last 3 weeks. So one guy's doing pretty well because he's just taking them all. Raytheon, ILMN, the Goldman Sachs last week, the Citibank, the Wells Fargo. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I could ribble, blah, blah, blah. Who cares about it now, right? Nobody should care about anything I'm saying right now because nothing matters except for Monday or whatever happens at the end of the day here. If AMD rolls over and does go back to 11, or if US Steel breaks 32, maybe we'll do something. But I don't know. I don't know. The bottom line is, just do these trades that I show you how to do them. There's 4 or 5 varieties of them. And right now, if you haven't noticed, the market is a seller's market. Gaps are being sold into. So if the gap that's being sold into becomes a complete and utter reversal, generally you feel like you're chasing, but when a stock that was up 3 points rolls over and goes red, you know what's going to happen? People are going to say, shit, let me get the hell out of this thing. So when they're getting out, you're shorting it and you're getting more of a sell-off. That's why these reversals work, because people make their minds up. And then you get stocks like LVS, which was kind of going, if the market was open a little bit longer yesterday, LVS would have went negative. They were selling all day, but it never did go negative. So today, with the gap up on LVS, we were still thinking, hey, there was some sells at the end of the day. Maybe they show up again today. LVS short. Bang, cash, right? So it wasn't a great day because I left $3,000 on the table on the IQ. I didn't bang out of the sale. I didn't short the sale. I did nothing but sit there and stare at it like a fucking moron.
Oh, I should have sold it there. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should short. Or maybe I should sell. But it's long term.
And there went $1,800. Can't get that $1,800 back right now. I know the stock could come back and it could be $50 8 months from now, just like I think it might be. And look, we're in from $1,750 and $1,995 and pretty much bought most of it at around $1,985, cost average $20, $21. Bought a little bit here at $22 and $23 on the way up. But remember my last video, I said if you're going to own one stock, it's going to be sales. So far so good, even though it's the most annoying fucking thing, because it'd be so much better. I mean, I didn't have to just, if I would have sold some at 25 and then the rest at 25.40 or 25.50, just give me a moment where I could sell something and buy it back cheaper. And I've had that opportunity 3 or 4 times on sale in the last couple of days, and I haven't done it once. It's annoying. So if you're going to be a trader, prepare to be annoyed. Prepare to be annoyed. You make 300 on a trade, should be worth 1,000. You make 1,000, it's probably worth 5,000. You make 5,000 on a trade, probably worth $1 million. That's it. But at the end of the day, you got to just think, all right, am I happy about what I'm doing here? If you're losing money every day, obviously it's not a good thing. You can't be losing money every day just trading the style that I teach you. Because even when you're wrong, like the Starbucks trade, that I did, even when you're wrong, you're losing 17 cents on a trade. Boom, and done, whatever. 17 cents gone, so what? You're not getting crushed ever trading my style. Unless you decide that this is going to be the one I go nuts on. I'm buying 10,000 58.50 calls at Starbucks. I mean, you could take any one trade and ruin your life. Then again, you could take any one trade and make it the greatest trade of your life. So let's talk about that. AT&T yesterday, right? Wasn't a reversal, but after we're done trading those high probability 80%, 90% winners, then we start looking for range trades. And AT&T. AT&T found the bottom. AT&T found the range. AT&T broke over that range, then broke a half number. And then the VWAP was up at 33. So I said, hey, if it breaks 32.75, you're probably going to get a VWAP test at 33. And if it breaks 33, you're probably going to get another 25 cents out of the thing, maybe up to about 33.40. And that's exactly what AT&T did. So we bought some at 33.85 and 95 and 33. And right there in that moment, by the way, Starbucks is moving up right now. Irony. Right there. I just mentioned stocks. I always say I'm paranoid about having there's a microphone in my room. There is a microphone in my room. It's right there. Right there. They're listening to me. I do a live broadcast and I do these videos. You don't think they're listening in? I got Alexa in the other room. I got a cell phone right here with my facial recognition. They know exactly where I am at all times. I mean, they're watching me from every different angle. That's why I run a live chat room, because sometimes I say something and then it happens. It's not a coincidence. They're listening. I put a stop in, it goes right to the price and gets me out. That's not a coincidence. They're listening. They're trading my account for me. The Illuminati, the they. And when I prove the fact, and again, you know that they're selling your data at this point. You know they're listening in. These are not crazy ideas. They are. They are listening. One day I'm going to find out they were specifically listening to me, because you're not paranoid if they actually were listening. You're not paranoid if the people are after you. You're not paranoid if it turns out they are coming for you, Kenny. They are. Cue the music, because they're coming to take me away. Ha ha. Because that definitely is my song today, because I left a good 10 to 15 G's on the freaking table. Coming to take me away. Ha ha. You know the song. Come on. Come on. You know it.
Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, and then the days got worse.
I should make this
and
read.
worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. The funny farm where life...
Yeah, anyway, life is funny all the time. I should redo that song and make it all stock related instead of heartbreak. Because, man, if you're not prepared to feel this utter disgust every day, don't be a trader. Because you're never selling at the highs, you're never buying at the lows. There will be trades that you get out of and then go where you thought they were going to go. Moments later, it's going to happen. It happens. It always happens. If you're not prepared to feel the pain, then the pain's going to be so much worse. So trust me, come hang out with me. You're not going to learn how to trade from anybody else because no one's going to tell you about the pain. Risk management, emotional management, knowing how to deal with the frustration and the pain and come back tomorrow. And remember that the setup works. Just because one trade didn't work, remember, if they work 80% of the time, 20% are not going to work. Risk management, money management, checking your emotions at the door, and don't get too frustrated. That's why I make these videos. Frustration's over now. I feel a lot better about myself now. As I watched my life savings just dwindle. It's fantastic. Stock ownership, man. The greatest thing in the world. Watching the stock you own go from being green and turning into a shit show and then going red and then continuously hitting new lows all day. It's a fantastic feeling. Because here's the thing. If the sale was just a trade, I'd be out of it. At 25, at 24.50. I wouldn't still be in this.
But I'm an investor. Yeah. They do this and they do that, and the analysts and the market makers and the CEO, yeah.
Do they? Do they? Tell that to QD owners. Tell that to the HTGM owner. Tell that to the QD owner that read the report on on those numbers. Blowout quarter for QD. The stock's down 80% since. Sorry, not 80%, but it's cut in half. Tell it to anybody that owns a stock that came out with good numbers and the stock tanked. Tell it to those people. Fundamentals. None of it means dick, is what I'm trying to say. Trade what you see and then move on and have no allegiance, what's the word? Yeah, allegiance is good. No ties, I'm not a wordsmith. But you know what I'm trying to say. You come in every day, you try to do what you do, and you have no, I don't know, loose ends. What am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say, so I have to say it for. Anyway, cue the fucking music because we're all going insane.
Beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their good white coats, and they're coming to take me away.
But I thought you said the market never goes down. Where